Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 10 seconds.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one to Patrick. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get... before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Panthers at a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. They'll set up a throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Laviska Shenault from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 27, Mills. And his throw here is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing, Mills. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. He gets it to Thomas. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hubbard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Mills throw caught by Olave.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good. Yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They're going for it with the option right. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll look to throw. Quick slant caught by Moore. Down inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's more. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Off the play fake, Mills. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? And to them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now left side on the swing pass. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Then Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to...
Touchdown, Panthers! Rashad Penny as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Mills. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, New Orleans.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Our first down throw for Mills. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great...
This is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that...
He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 70 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave from 3 yards out. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
White, 6, 7. Long red. Green jack.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
McKenzie now to return it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mills. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip it.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. They're holding on to the lead at this this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Mills to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A lot of difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. Good, clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials, turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mills on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First down, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. Back to throw again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Mills. Olave over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Mills. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. To return is McKenzie. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the...
And now here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Drill 52. Set.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Black ultra. Heel one. Heel black.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rep.
Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Lots of look to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Saints 39, Panthers 38.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. The pass caught by Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Ready, go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Here we go.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Patrick. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. taken at about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the